Dave Pasternack at Barchetta, and today we're going to talk about crudo. So first of all, what is crudo?
Crudo is basically Italian sashimi. So it's raw fish done with olive oil instead of soy sauce and rice.
Do you find it across Mediterranean
You do.
cuisines?
You find it all on the Adriatic, and you also find it all over Italy.
And so for people who are used to seeing kind of raw fish in the sashimi context or maybe in the ceviche context, how is crudo prepared differently?
Well, it's cut basically the same, and the quality of the fish is the same or better.
Right, should be the same.
And you know, instead of like soy sauce and rice, we use like different kinds of condiments, we use different kinds of citrus, and we use olive oil and sea salts.
And are there different types of crudos, you know, depending on the type of cuisine? You know, do you find it different areas of Italy you go and you see different crudos, or is it really now kind of left to the imagination?
No, I mean, one of the great things about Italy as a country is that, you know, if you're in Città, you're going to eat fish from Città. You're not eating fish from Amalfi, from Ravello, from Positano. You're going to eat fish that's caught in their lagoon. And so it's very indigenous. The species are very indigenous to each town individually.
And so when you're here, you know, cooking obviously fish from all over, how do you choose not only what fish works well for crudos, but also how to add condiments and flavors to it?
Well, I mean, ultimately you want to choose fish that's local. I mean, that's always first and foremost.
Yeah.
And you know, and fish, just like tomatoes and cabbage, are seasonal.
Right.
Certain fish are better certain times of the year. We use pink snapper, we use sea bass, different kinds of tuna. Right now we're getting great swordfish. We use a mix of variety of shellfish into it, using blackfish.
So really the sky's the limit when it
The
comes
sky
to
is the
crudo.
limit. You have a lot of choices.
And then let's talk about what to put on the crudo, because obviously, you know, fish served raw can be served raw, but when you see crudo, you know, the olive oil tends to be important. The flakiness of the salt, you know, it's very simple in a way because there isn't that soy sauce to kind of.
I mean,
you know,
my philosophy is that if you put something crunchy on the fish, you don't necessarily need to use crunchy salt.
Right.
If you don't put something crunchy on the fish, and maybe you want to add a little bit of texture to it. So it's that balance.
Right.
And it varies for different fish. Some fish are real soft, and you want to put something that has a little texture. You don't want to necessarily serve soft with soft.
And on your menu, you know, you have a lot of crudos that have more intricate ingredients. What are some ingredients that you've enjoyed playing with on crudo beyond the typical olive oil and salt combo?
I mean, we use everything. You know, we use pomegranates. We'll use some different kinds of nuts. Pine nuts are really good. You know, something subtle. Chervil's nice. You know, a little chive is nice.
So we are going to get a recipe of yours for one of your favorite crudos. What are we making today?
We're going to do black sea bass. They're real good this time of year. The fish are firm. They fatten up over the summer. They're not in any spawning mode right now, so they're excellent.
Well, will you show us the steps to making your crudo?
Absolutely. So here we are back in the kitchen at Barchetta, and we're going to make a little black sea bass crudo, one of my favorite fish from Long Island. And we're going to do it real simple. We're going to use the black sea bass. We're going to use some salt from Amagansett. So we're going to pair the thing with the thing, which is always a good thing to do. So we're going to use Long Island fish with Long Island salt with great Sicilian olive oil. We filleted the fish, we've cleaned it, we've cut it on an angle on the bias, right? Cross-cut the fillet. And here's what we have. We're going to squeeze a little bit of lemon juice right on the fish. We don't want too much. You know, it's important that we can taste the fish. We want to make sure we get a little bit of the lemon on the fish, a little bit of lemon on the plate. We're going to, a little bit of black pepper, this great sea salt, which is harvested in Amagansett, Long Island. Right, it's nice and crunchy and chunky. And then we're going to finish it with Sicilian olive oil. We want to make sure that we get the oil on the fish and on the plate. A little combination of both. I mean, this is what Italian food's supposed to be. You have perfect fish, right? You have great sea salt. You have great olive oil. You have the right olive oil for the right fish too, which is also important, right? You have a white-fleshed, mild fish. You want to make sure you have a light style olive oil that's not like overly spicy, overly buttery, overly flabby on the fish. Thanks a lot for watching. Here's our black sea bass crudo with Amagansett sea salt, Sicilian olive oil. Buon appetito.